Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izzi bin Muhammad Zaki. My group and I are going to present about application of linear algebra traffic flow during festive season. As we know, festive season is a busy day for everyone because every car or vehicle at the route to go back to their hometown. Traffic flow is the study of interaction between the drivers and infrastructure that help to examine and design an ideal roadwork with efficient traffic flow to minimal the traffic jam or difficulties. Overload traffic has a variety of negative consequences for humanity, such as wasting time or make someone going late to another place. System of linear equation was used to directly calculate the traffic flow using the Gauss-Jordan elimination method. Using Gauss-Jordan elimination is to transform a matrix into reduced row echelon from using the three basic row operation.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Muhammad Nizam and my matrix ID is 2019430848. Before we get into the purpose of this study being done, we need to know in advance what are the problems encountered in this study. So, the problem is when the festive season arrives, traffic jams are inevitable on Malaysia highway. As shown in the diagram, the road is completely one way and the arrow illustrate the movement of the vehicle. The number of vehicle traffic in and out of the network is measured daily. Then, we see the purpose of this study. The main purpose of this study is, first, to show how linear algebra is applied in traffic flow analysis. Second, increase traffic flow in areas target by traffic congestion. Third, choose the most suitable method to achieve a smooth flow of traffic at the intersection. And lastly, apply the system of linear equation solution method to estimate traffic flow rates.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Bashir Azdi bin Shahizad. I would like to present about methodology in this case. So, as we can see over here, there are first X, second X, third X, fourth X, and to present each street, all of the streets are one way, and the arrows indicate the vehicle's direction. The number of vehicles in entering each intersection should always be the same as the number of vehicles leaving it, which is 240, 100, 140, 240, 1260, 780, 230. Okay, there are four intersections: intersection A, intersection B, intersection C, intersection D. So the intersection A, the equation is x4 plus 240 equal to x2 plus 500. After we did the linear equation, therefore x4 minus x1 equal to 260. And intersection B, therefore x3 minus x4 equal to 120. Intersection C, x2 minus x3 equal to minus 480. Intersection D, x1 minus x2 equal to 100. This is explanation in table form. There are 5 columns. First column, intersection. Second and third column, traffic in and traffic out, which is the amount of vehicles for each street. The fourth column, the equation. The last column, system linear equation. Okay, for example, intersection A, traffic in x4 equal to 500 and traffic out x2 equal to 240, and we make the equation x4 plus 240 equal x2 plus 500. So that we did the linear equation x4 minus x1 equal 216. Okay, thank you very much.
Alright, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Izan bin Azman and I will discuss about the result of our assignment. From the data as we explained in the table form, we build an augmented matrix that correspond to the provided system of linear equations. Then, we utilize the Gauss-Jordan elimination method to transform the reduced row echelon form matrix to a system of linear equations, which we solve using back substitution. From the first column, change row 1 to row 4. When row 1 changes its formation to row 4, we can easily cancel the negative 1 to 0 by making the addition, resulting that row 4 plus row 1 is equal to 0. Row 2 and row 3 has 0 value, so change the row and do the addition between row 4 and row 2, resulting in the value of row 4 is 0 and row 2 is negative 1. Next, from row 4, make an addition to row 3. That will make row 4 have 0 value. This calculation has made row 4 gain all zeros. But, however, there are entries that are not zeros from row 1 and row 2. If we did not cancel the entry, it will give an error to the equation. To clear the entries, we need to change row 1 and row 2 all together. From row 2, change it by making the addition between row 2 and row 3 to gain the result as 0 value. From row 1, we can make an addition between row 1 and row 2, resulting in a 0 value. Now, we have done the calculation. Now, as the result, we can conclude that the calculation and the solution contain 3 pivot columns, which will make the system have infinitely many solutions. From the row column, take out the equation from each row column. x1 represents pivot column 1, x2 represents pivot column 2, as well as x3 represents pivot column 3. x4, on the other hand, is not a pivot column, resulting that x4 needs to be changed to a small letter r. As we gain all the equations, rearrange the r to the right side to gain a positive value of r. For final result, we have gained the best calculation to solve the traffic row flow.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Azimuddin bin Kamaluddin. Now I will explain all the discussion points that we obtained in this part. Okay, the first point of this discussion is value of knowing about traffic flow on different roads. The system of equations utilized in these solutions demonstrate that cars have an option at crossroads in order to maintain a smooth traffic flow. Well, logically, this technique will help to decrease road congestion throughout the festive season, which is every year. The flow of cars at junctions and crossings can be controlled by traffic police. The second point of the discussion is pedestrians can choose their routes to reach their own destination. At junction C, there are a large number of vehicles from X3, which is at the 120 between B and C, as you can see in the picture there, right here. The amount of police roadblocks will have a significant influence on traffic flow. We require at least 100 cars each interaction and a maximum of 360 vehicles to maintain the number of vehicles constant at each intersection. Aside from that, the volume of traffic entering and exiting each contact isn't very symmetrical. So, that's all from me. Thank you.
As conclusion, we may infer that The Gauss-Jordan elimination technique can be used to determine the number of vehicles passing through a roadway. Traffic may be managed if the number of vehicles of the road going through the street is determined. As a result, it is demonstrated that applying linear algebra to traffic flow is beneficial. That's all from us. Thank you.